live
Hit the
right
live
now
button, ho.
because you
Hit
tripping.
the live button, ho.
Now
Okay.
go ahead and tell these people how you want to misguide them.
It's nothing wrong with spinning the block.
That is absurd.
I am. You're not gonna make me feel like it's anything wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with spinning the block.
Okay, so what does spinning the block mean?
It means making that loop around real quick, and
right to the nigga that you left for a reason.
Sometimes the reason you. Sometimes you be tripping. You can't spin the block if you was tripping.
You shouldn't. Spare them. Spare them.
You never played Overwatch, and he said confidence is a flimsy shield. Some people be overconfident that they're not the problem, and that's really y'all problem.
I ain't saying that we not the problem. I'm saying that I'm pretty positive you didn't go back because you're now officially a new person. That's what I'm saying.
Spinning the block is not about being a new person.
It should be. You broke up for a reason. There needs to be a growth on whatever side.
Yeah, you can grow. I just said, but it's whether you grow or not. Isn't it still spinning the block? If you end up bad, that's still spinning the block.
But the real question is, should we? Sometimes.
I say
what's the ratio? Right. That's why I asked you. What's the ratio?
First of all, in the show,
doing it and not doing it.
First of all, in the show Insecure, Issa spun the block.
Risa
Tisa does not need to spin the block.
Thank you. Point case proven. Bitch, if I wish I would see how I took my nigga back from Risa Tisa and this Legion, bitch. No,
because we pulling up.
Legion is the worst nigga on the planet.
We are definitely pulling up on Risa Tisa if she ever in her
because you didn't waste my time with a 50-part series just to take a nigga back.
Maybe
I'm sorry.
Okay, but honestly, I spun the block on my now husband. So
okay,
I'm always gonna be my own evidence.
Whatever. You got life proof. I don't give a fuck. I'm letting you alone.
But it's because I knew I was the problem.
Okay, but and I'm pretty
very rarely
there was growth in between.
Yes, me realizing I am problematic. You're not shocked. Do you believe there's once upon a time where I did not feel that way about myself? That's crazy, actually.
What's that mean? I'm not shocked. I can't remember what it means. That is.
I'm not shocked. It's actually crazy to think that once upon a time I did not think I was a problem. That's crazy.
Right. We all been there. We all been there. In our brains, we understood everything that we were feeling and doing. And didn't understand why they weren't acting accordingly. I've been there thrice, actually.
He's like, damn, I was there yesterday.
It took me a couple. That's why I wouldn't spend a block with them niggas. Because listen, I'm still working on me.
Now, some people be salty about spending the block because you can't, because you have a restraining order and they have put up a barricade in front of the neighborhood so your ass can't come back. And some people can't spend the block, even if they wanted to, because I definitely had a villain phase, so I know it's a few blocks I'm banned from.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
So I am pro spin the block. Spin the block. Sometimes, not for everybody. You need to consult with your physician before you spin the block. How about it?
Yeah, and your therapist.
Consult with your therapist. You spin the block.
I shouldn't have spent. I've only spent the block once. And that was not what it should have been. Because it should have been nothing. It should have been nothing.
I can agree that most of the time the spinning of the blocks is an impulsive thing that's like based off something like not good. So I can agree with blanket statements to just it's better to not do it because it's a very high risk. I can understand that. But it can work.
Oh, I finally got one. I got one.
For a post spin the block, you got one. You wouldn't have never got there if I was 21.
Oh, I wouldn't have given it to myself. But anyway, what are we here to talk about?
We're here to talk about Hot D, talking about spinning the block. Hot Z. So we have to talk about episodes with 6 and 7. Kind of.
Bitch, I said, what you mean? I said, we talking about A2, but that ain't happened yet.
It's not out yet. So the season finale comes out. Hey, Midnight Sack. Hey, Rashawn. We on the TV, so we got to really. And I just realized I'm probably not streaming in 1080, am I? That's sad.
I was about to say, we on the TV. Don't look at these pores.
Oh yeah, actually,
We just had Lestat reading somebody for filth over that shit.
No, I actually exfoliated last night after watching it. I just felt like I had to. So, but yeah.
I should have.
So we're here to talk about it. I had a good day though. I went to Charlie's Collectible Show and we went shopping. It was like a mini dream con and we spent way too much money. So we had a good time today. I bought another purse I did not need. Okay, I'm turning into a person.
You turn into a purse person?
I'm turning into a purse person. I just realized.
Purse first. Welcome to the room, purse first.
Yes. So yeah, we went there and we spent so much. It was the kids' turn. So they was like pow, pow, pow. I want that, pow.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all go ahead. This y'all one shopping trip. Hey, Toby.
Girl. Oh, I'm tripping out. I'm sorry. I went to the House of Dragons Max page and it said episode 10 and 9 out. I screamed, bitches, season 1.
I'm about to say.
I was about to lose it. I was about to log off of this without saying nothing to you. You'd be like, oh, Antoine's camera dropped. No, I left.
Totally forgave you. Well, we have episode 8. I did hear that it's going to be the longest episode in Game of Thrones history. I have no idea what that means. Is it going to be 2 hours? Because I feel like the battle was in Game of Thrones was 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's probably going to be like 1 hour and 42 minutes or some shit.
I have a confession to make.
What? Oh, dear.
I saw the finale.
Did it leak?
It leaked days ago.
Oh, bitch, why you didn't tell me? We could have.
I literally, it was like 2 a.m. I was watching it, and by the time I was like thinking about even pretending to send it to somebody, it was gone. At least the full clip that I saw, and it was like the runtime on it. It was definitely some parts cut out. I'll say that because it was not the longest episode.
That's how I saw that in an article. I'm not sure that's true.
But it was obvious pieces were cut out from what I saw. So I hate that I did that, but I'm weak-willed.
Yeah, bitch. You are. You weak ass.
You can calm down. But it took me about 5 minutes to convince myself to press play. And
then you didn't even
I don't regret it.
Like,
I'm sorry. I was literally just in the moment. I had a couple of these.
I'm so upset right now.
But look, now you have an amazing, uninhibited, unedited version of the show. I got to go in and fill in the holes.
Yeah, you do. I mean, hole filling isn't a bad thing to do. But you have to walk us through episode 6 because I don't remember what happened in what order.
I was about to say, why I gotta do it? That's a black job. That's a black Trump was talking about.
Job. Riding sea smoke is also a black job.
It definitely is. Sea smoke said, "I want all the niggas all the time."
Where the niggas with the dreads? Like,
hey, shake them dreads, shake them dreads, shake them dreads. Because did Lenore have dreads? Yeah, Lenore had dreads, of course. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they was kind of thick, but they was they was a Targaryen white, so it was kind of. At least you came clean. Toby Gobi's fighting for you. Hold
on. The white woman in my headphones said battery low, so I got to switch. Switch to these.
Yeah, he came clean because he knew. I was
absolutely. One thing I am not is fake, phony, or fraudulent. Okay, I'm gonna give you what I'm giving you.
That is true. So we're gonna go through and kind of talk about the main presiding thing, but I will say, in general, about episode 6 and 7. Nova Rain? Who's Nova? Why we saying Nova Rain? Where Nova is? I don't see no Nova. But I will say that I wasn't feeling a sub gift. Thank you. That's so sweet. Let me pull up Twitch, y'all. I'm a boomer. Sorry, guys. It's my first day streaming. But I feel like the dragons have redeemed the show for me because before they started really showing the dragons, like I was kind of not into it. And I've gotten what I wanted, at least in the sense of we've gotten to see kind of the personality of the dragon. So I really like that. Thank you, Nova, for gifting a sub to Toby Gobi and Midnight Snack. And thank you, Yellow, for resubscribing for 2 months at tier 1.
Oh, let me say this before I forget.
Wait, he said, I have no clue what's happening right now. I can smell the color tangerine. Okay, congratulations.
You ain't got COVID, do you?
I don't think that's a symptom of COVID.
Smell and tangerines. Smell and tangerines. Bitch, give me all the COVID. I love tangerines. I love citrus.
Really? I was just talking about how I hate it in my smoothies. I feel like it's overpowering.
Well,
In the
let me
worst.
say I love no, I do love citrus. I can't take that back. I love the smell and I love the taste. I
think it kills cats, so I can't really use it that much these days.
It kills cats. It destroys the enamel in your teeth. And too much of it throws your vitamin balance out of whack or whatever.
Really?
So, apparently.
That's crazy. I'm sorry. This is a stream of consciousness. Y'all just want to get this energy.
Hello.
We was talking about being black jobs, see smoke. And you're supposed to walk us through the episode because you know I don't remember the order.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The episode, and I'm surprised you haven't commented on my name.
I did not see it. Oh my god! Like you be jumping from like, oh, that's sweet baby angel to literal father of my child. When did you get here with Eamon?
Today, right now.
For a reaction.
No.
You don't really want that nigga as your baby daddy.
No,
say you do, and put your
Dragon Rider.
Okay.
I mean, but he's not old enough right now, so no.
Yeah. Not you, Robert the Cradle, in the worst way.
Once he's old enough, he's definitely gonna be baby father material. But I'm pretty sure he'll die before then. So we'll just pretend that he's like.
What a great father! What a great father! Throws his life away before the child's born. Love it.
Well, the actor himself is definitely like way older than their particular. First of all, I looked at the ages these people supposed to be on this show. I said, this is crazy because that is the most strong-faced, supposed not adult I've ever seen in my life. But I actually like the actor too. So
long chin does not denote age, because Natalie Nunn would be 60.
I feel like chin length is like one of those things. Did you know? Random fact. And let me just say this before I make this statement that y'all are just gonna get more of our personality now that we're not talking about IWTV because this is really the vibes. Okay, I'm just gonna let y'all know. But you know that you can measure the length of the gooch of a man, and it's related to how much testosterone or estrogen he has. So like the longer the gooch length is, like more estrogen, I think. So I don't know if chins are the same.
3 fingers.
I just like to pretend that they're the same. I don't know. It was a random fact, guys. I'm a nurse, so I always like random medical.
But what is the average gooch length?
I don't know what the average gooch length is. I'm sure.
Like, is it supposed to be small?
It's not really a small thing right now.
Like, I mean,
I feel like I don't know how long the average. I'm not really a measurer of gooches. I don't typically see men long enough to see their gooch fully stretched, so I don't really know what it's like.
Can you imagine, bitch?
I just don't.
Like, put your legs up. I'm trying to measure your gooch real quick. It's for research.
Really not something I got a lot of experience with, but you know, I think chin is the same.
I need you to do that to Sugar Kid and tell me what the reaction was.
There's actually a scholarly article, so I'm just saying if y'all want that, it can be sent your way. It's the elongated gooch. Yeah, I think the elongated gooch just really not good. How do we get here? What is the Olympics? I hate y'all. You think they measuring the gooch length at the Olympics to see if they could qualify? Like,
bitch.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something to find out you have the longest gooch in the United States?
Ain't that good? Because
is there a Guinness for that?
I feel like the longer it is, the more it's like it's bad. They should be like kind of close together.
Yeah. Because it's the gooch is from asshole to balls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you know, when people eyes too far apart, it's already weird. So
don't leave Brandy alone. Stop.
I'm just saying, it's just when eyes are too far apart, it's just like it's a thing. I hate that in art too. So anyway, sorry. Side note, gooch length. Let's get into episode 6. What a segue.
Right. So we enter into episode 6 with Christian Cole measuring his gooch.
And it's very long. He probably got the record.
No, I'm joking. Girl, I'm trying to actually, these ass is killing me, bitch. I'm trying to load the episode so I can remember because girl, it's been a minute. I did not rewatch episode 6.
I was gonna rewatch it, but then I like went shopping. Totally forgot.
I didn't go shopping, but I definitely
cheap aid.
I definitely went to do my laundry and do dishes so I could be able to eat on something later today.
I mean, but
Um,
honestly, to be real, episode 6 was like not my favorite. It really didn't pick up to the end. Like until Sea Smoke went and claimed Adam, like I really wasn't here for it. And the kiss. I feel like that was the highlights of the episode. That's literally all I remember.
Lesbianism.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really gotta have this episode low because I know because I'm a much bigger like. I feel like I get real fangirly over Game of Thrones more so than you do.
Yeah.
So I be finding joy in smaller things, I think.
Well, yeah, that's why I've actually decided to like I don't care about spoilers anymore. I think after our conversation about the last episode, I decided that I would watch more Emergency Awesome because that was part of my viewing experience watching the original too. I would watch all of those things.
Shout out to Charlie.
Yeah, like taking all of that. There was like there were like 3 or 4 channels. I was in like some Reddit pages. So that more than likely added to my love of it. And I think not doing that for House of Dragons has taken away. So after last time, I definitely have been watching more content so I can have like kind of
a lot more context. Yeah.
I think it's helped, but the dragons also help.
And on top of that, just seeing the way things unfold. You know, regardless of knowing what happens, you still don't know the exact thing because I said it before. That's the thing I love about Game of Thrones is the fact that this is the story from what actually happened versus the books where it's the Maester's version. You know what I mean? So even if you know what happens, even if you read the books, you still don't know this version of like the things that they didn't see. So I don't know. There's just so much meat in there for me to enjoy. But anyway, episode loaded up and we get is that another round table? Aren't they at the round table?
Child, I feel like every episode started with a fucking round table.
Oh, that's what it was. It was Rhaenyra offering
I'm sorry.
The white people the option to ride a dragon, which was her. I think the leader of her Kingsguard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is this the one where they put that white man in front of Sea Smoke?
Mm-hmm. They brought him in, and Rhaenyra just got through talking to Jace, and we gonna touch back on this Jace and Rhaenyra conversation once we get there. But yeah, Jace and Rhaenyra was like, oh yeah, we can get bastards of Targaryen, not bastards, but bastards of Targaryens, highborn bastards, right, to come forth to try to see if they can ride a dragon. So Rhaenyra brought this man out here. After digging up in his LexisNexis, digging in his 23andMe, and figured out that he has some Targaryen in his family, and this nigga jumped at it. He said, "I could ride a dragon. Bet, let's go." No thoughts.
Yeah, he was for it, and he was very loyal to her. I know a lot of people were saying he just really wanted to drive Stephanie and Darkland. He wanted to just ride a dragon, but it always felt to me. I think we had that conversation in the car when we were going to DreamCon. Like it did feel to me that it really was like even, like his loyalty to her and wanted to help in a bigger way. And also riding the dragon is cool.
Yeah, we had that conversation because I was on this nigga just wanted a dragon. Like I fully was like, he said dragon, he salivated and he went for it, regardless of what the consequences was. But I do see, the loyalty that he has had, and I can see that being a driving force, being like, on top of that, because it is like all of your status gets upgraded once you ride a dragon.
Right.
So,
like it's a status upgrade, and it would serve the queen in a big way. So yeah. So his whole thing was interesting, and I like that she was like, no, he was her queen's guard, you might die. I just feel like the way, which we'll get to that when we start talking about episode 7, but the way these people be like, I mean, I guess I could die, like that's cool. I mean, I don't know if it was you, like would you want that chance to be able to ride a dragon like enough to die?
Enough to risk it, yes. Like if I was thinking about my life as a small folk in King's Landing, specifically coming from that experience, like if I was black, what's his name, Sir Blackhead, Blackman, Sir Darkland. Yeah, his name I was Darkland. Bitch, no. I'm already doing enough. I'm taking pretty good care of, bitch. I'm protecting you 24/7. I don't need to ride a dragon. I'll command your forces. Meanwhile, if I was a small fucking King's Landing, picking through moldy oranges, watching my children die, not knowing where my next meal is going to be, seeing these motherfuckers parade sheep through my village in fucking clear ass containers. Yeah, I'm risking it all.
She was like, I mean, what y'all got to live for, bitch?
What do you like? I have no interest in fucking traveling to some distant land to see if stuff gets better for me, bitch. Am I gonna make the journey? Like, no. I'm hopping on that boat.
You kind of sway me because you know me, zombie apocalypse where, bitch, I'm out of here. Like, if it really was that bad, like I kind of understand Hugh Hammer being like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I might as well try.
Yeah.
So like you kind of want me over there.
Now I'm gonna be so for real with my girl though. Like, it's a good chance I'm not coming back. So you need to go ahead and start planning. Like, I'm not willing to back out of this because if I succeed, oh bitch, I succeed. But if I fail,
he could take his wife with him. He gonna get status and stuff.
I mean, yeah, but like if I fail, you still here by yourself. So you need to go ahead and start making plans. You said you want us to go to your cousin's town. Start going to your cousin's town. I'll pick you up when I'm successful.
On the dragon, bitch.
On the dragon.
Could you imagine I pull it up, pick up?
Bitch, skirt.
Pick you up on a date, like.
How you like me now? Bitch, like.
Cute. That's like pulling up to a Lamborghini. Yes. To remind me with like a Lamborghini.
100%. Especially the way Rhaenyra peeled off on Cyrex when she found out Sea Smoke had a rider, bitch. She jumped in that convertible. She said
she got one of them. She could start it in the house. She definitely got a newer model where she can start it before she get in, open the doors. Hello, Sharif West. He was feeling vengeful because his father was beheaded. Okay, thank you, Toby Go, because y'all.
Oh yeah, that too. I forgot that too. And because he kept there's a point where he's brought up, we need to do this for the realm. And for that city got snacked and my dad that got beheaded. Like right. he was throwing that in there.
Okay, see, and I missed it. What do I be doing? I must be on TikTok when I be watching the show sometimes. I don't know, because I be missing stuff. Or it's just been a while, so maybe I didn't remember that. Okay, so she proposed to him that he could be a dragon rider, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And then we jumped over to Damon and his Harrenhal Adventure Part 6. Now, listen, I'm starting to live for it because
you got no choice.
we don't have a choice, but also it's just like I feel like this is really like backing up what I was saying about like him really being face to face with a lot of the things that he's either done or had to, like, he's been able to ignore or put to the side and continue.
Like he's doing shadow work. He's giving shadow
100, probably literal shadow work. You know, like he is really like coming to face and and it wasn't until like he had that conversation with Patty. Welcome back, Patty, Viserys. And he was the way he was like shaking that door trying to get out. You know what I mean? Like he was like I can't face this. Like I was like, this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to really see him dig into himself and face the things that he's done and like being approached with these type of, you know, philosophical questions from these ghosts.
I'm not sure. I mean, I guess once again, as long as the shadow work pays off, that's great, but having a whole side shadow work segment in the middle of a war is crazy work to me. Like it's giving anime. It's giving Ichigo. Because you know Ichigo will run off and do a whole inner shadow work monologue for 5, 10, 20 episodes in the middle of a battle.
But did Ichigo need it?
Did he?
Yeah, absolutely. Every time he needed it. That's the only way he got his Senkai boost.
He come out like Ichigo be coming out them shadow work moments. Then I'm good, because he always came out stronger and better.
Yeah,
or with the new abilities. So
with a new robe, a new cut, a new color, a new
something. So if Damon comes out transformed from this, then I'm okay. But if he comes out too much the same, I'm just gonna feel like it was kind of like
wasted.
Yeah, like wasted.
I mean, I do agree. Like there has to be some type of capitalization off of it. But like from what he's experiencing in the last 2 episodes, I do have hope.
Yeah, I think I have hope. It's just a shame. I think I'm more so upset that we like used a whole season with sidelining him, just because I know Damon was like such a fan favorite of season 1. I mean, we hated him. A lot of people hated him. He was very polarizing, I think. But still, he was like kind of like one of the driving forces or one of the conversational people. So it just felt like he was very much so sidelined this season. And honestly, it kind of felt like Rhaenyra was too, which is kind of crazy, because it's like we're on to the next generation. So the focus was kind of like on them carrying on the drama of their parents, right? So
you literally just hit the nail on the head. That's the thing. Like the next generation, like it's all about the kids and their decisions and how they influence the war, taking it outside of their parents' hands.
Yeah, and I get that. So I'm like, I'm cool with it, but it is sad because I wish we could have more time with their parents because we like them. So that still just goes back to me wishing we had more time with the first generation, I guess.
I mean, I think we get to it in this episode, or is it? No, it's the next episode. But there's some moments here with Damon and Harry Hall that I live for, and we'll get to Big Osk in a minute. Big Osk. I love that.
I mean, Harry Hall is getting interesting though. I will agree with you. Like after that episode, it started to get more interesting, and I like everything that's going on with him and all that. It is pulling me back in. But once again, salty that I had to go through so many episodes of him wandering around before we got to that.
Right.
The most interesting character. Hello, Piddles. The most interesting character on the show, sitting on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna lie, it's a little whack. I mean, I did have big visions for what Damon was going to accomplish in this season. As far, I mean, not like I could map out what the season was going to be, but there was certain things I wanted to, like I wanted to see him and Caraxes biting niggas in half, lighting their ass the fuck up. I wanted his invasion of Harrenhal to be something spectacle. I really did.
This was like, if y'all know y'all was gonna sideline him the whole season, dang, like I know y'all be changing the story and stuff. Like y'all couldn't give us something. Yeah. I just really want to see.
He could have had somebody in Harrenhal willing to fight for it.
Like I always hear about, and I even feel like I just haven't got to see Caraxes. Like we got to see Damon in war and stuff in season 1, like fight, and I love that. I love that we got to see how smart and strategic he was. I really just want to see his Drake's like infamous dragon, and I don't ever get to like fucking see anything.
Yeah, I do enjoy every second Caraxes on screen because I think out of all the dragons, as far as like physical structure, Caraxes is my favorite. I love that long ass neck. Like you just think about pause. You just think about all the implications of that. Like all the things he could do versus like a normal dragon with a regular ass neck.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm so curious to see like how his, how this dragon's body type and like his speed, like all that, how that factors into how he fights and like
right, the maneuverability. Yeah. Like I could see him going like in a circle so much easier than some other dragons.
That's what I'm saying. So like, or even like how some of the dragons fight each other, like how they go for the neck, like most animals, and just having the strategy of having that. So it's almost like when a dragon gets close to him, it seems like he has more room to maneuver. So that's like deadly. That feels like more deadly that even from an off angle, Caraxes could get to another dragon's neck.
I mean, Caraxes is famously vicious. So yeah, I definitely want to see more of that. And we're definitely going to get more of Caraxes in the future. But for right now, I was just a smidgen underwhelmed with Caraxes specifically.
He said he was 5 years old and tired for some reason. He tired of this. He looked like what he been through. It's better at Harrenhal and Out of Visions than talking to Alice or whoever the witch is. She annoying. Why don't?
She a little bit because I was also waiting for her to she's a character that provides, I feel like, exposition dump. You know what I mean? Like she gives you the small details about the backstory and why stuff is happening, but she's not really pushing the pin forward until this episode.
Is she a warg?
That's what I'm hearing. I have no idea for certain. I don't know. Yeah. I know she has some type of mystical properties. She's definitely in tune with the other side, if I use that word. Like
animals, and it be seeming like she be just appearing out of nowhere. I'm like, is she a warg?
I'm pretty sure this fucking goat that keep popping up is her.
Not she a goat. I haven't noticed the goat, but now I'm gonna be watching like, who is this goat?
This goat has been in like at least 3 episodes, just somewhere, and you never see them in the same room. You never see them.
Rats in King's Landing too, bitch. She be getting around. I mean, she could fly. She could go fly over there. It's just across the water, right? I think she said she was. You might be tripping. Yeah, I feel like she is. I don't know if she said it.
Yeah, it wasn't said. Definitely wasn't said, but there's heavy implications.
Yeah, it's definitely giving. Hey, Baka. Baka says, I love all the dragons in the show except for Cyrex. That's a house cat. Yeah,
hello? Because that's the thing. I wanted to live. And that's the thing. Immediately meeting Cyrex, I love the shape of his head, right? Like the little angular, it's not too many spikes. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's very symmetrical, his visuals. And he's like, I think...
see Cyrex.
Kev on stage, he called him Honey Mustard, which I didn't see until he said it. So now, I think that's the cutest little name, Honey Mustard.
Cyrex is so cute.
But why are you that size? I will never let that go. Why are you still that size?
He be in the house.
Like, but
He be
y'all
in the,
are.
he probably in the AC pen. They got a little necklace on too with the little heart. It's so cute. Like I just feel like just seeing how Rhaenyra treats Cyrex. I feel like she really does. She really does treat Cyrex like a house cat. Like, have you seen the drip on Cyrex, the little heart thing?
Oh, they got the matching necklaces.
Like, come on.
That is cute.
That's so like I'm gonna put some shoes on my Chihuahua.
Yeah, I can't lie to you. I feel like out of everybody, the strongest bonds now that Melee's is gone is definitely either Cyrex and Rhaenyra or Caraxes and Daemon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they got the best handle. I mean, and it just shows the way her authority and her Targaryenness just bleeds through to the fact that other dragons, shout out for later, recognizes real shit, recognizes a real boss when you see one. I'm talking about big business.
I love that dragons are basically like big ass cats, and I think I watched the Making of a Dragons or whatever. It's like an extra on HBO. Mm-hmm. And the fact that dragons are basically like big cats, like they do like see them as cats, and I just love that. I have a cat, and even like in a future episode, the slow blink, like I just love that they're just these big ass cats. I just absolutely love that. So I would more than likely treat my dragon like Cyrex too, quite as cute, because I really don't want no Vagar.
Bitch, I do.
I want my dragon to be able to be in a garage.
Now I don't want it to be a garage,
so I can go play with it.
I guess
dragon gets big, I can't ever see it. Like shit, even big Vagar big ass be outside.
Right, all the time. She can't fit in the dragon pit. I don't want one in the Vagar size, but like I definitely want like a good, clean, like I'd say the perfect size. For me, the perfect size would be Melee's.
Melee's
would be the perfect size.
Like probably the max of
Sea
what
Smoke.
I would want to see smoke. Yeah, because seeing Sea Smoke and Adam with Cyrex, and I like.
You know what? I agree. I agree. I would go with Sea Smoke size, and if shit got real, bitch, if potential war, if my crown was in danger, bitch, you sleeping outside and you feasting on these sheep. You better get your ass up there.
Yeah, bulk up.
Right, but you ain't gotta do much if you already Sea Smoke size. So I agree with you.
Do they stop growing? I think they do.
No, they do not. No, they do not. That was Balerion's problem.
It's used for Cyrex because Vodka's saying that they said in the show she's small. Cyrex is small because they were in the dragon pit for so long. But I'm like, Cyrex could be let out the dragon pit.
That's what I'm saying. Like this seems like a purposeful situation. Like you already have a connection with Cyrex that just feels more strong than others. I feel like she could call Cyrex like Daenerys did. Right. Like he just sensed she was in danger. You know, like I feel like they always have that emotional connection anyway. So girl, you ain't got to worry about him getting lost. You bonded. Like let him roam, let him get bigger so you can defend your throne properly, because Cyrex is not a player on the board if it's just you and Cyrex.
But I feel like it is a true testament to Rhaenyra though. Like I feel like it kind of matches like my issues with her as a person, like as a character. Like she is like, I mean, kind of like what Allison was saying about her, like in the past. Like, you're spoiled. Like, you grew up privileged. You got to do whatever you want. I just feel like her having her dragon be, like, all decorated and, like, small as fuck. It's just, like, pure testament to how she has no idea. Like, because she grew up in peace. Like, her dad really, she grew up in a time, you know? So it's just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like the dragon is just, until they were actually in war, we're just like, I'm Targaryen. I have a dragon. Like, it just kind of is what it is. I feel like it's not, like, a huge thought to her. Like, she's so Targaryen. She's so a princess. Like, she should have been queen. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. It just kind of makes sense to me that her dragon would be, like, not battle ready and not big. Because she just be like, girl, I'm just existing. Like, I'm just existing as who I am. And I have no thought of whatever is going on. Like, she's definitely matured a lot now. Mm-hmm. But that was kind of what Allison was saying. Like, girl, you just be out here doing whatever. Like, you don't even know how good you got it.
Yeah.
Like, you actually don't even know how good you have it, because even though you're a princess, like, your dad also on top of that, like, lets you do whatever you want as a female. So I just feel like, you know, that's kind of just how I see her.
True words. But yeah.
Like, no, it's not true.
What?
But it's hilarious.
Somebody to have the same smile. No, I can't. Stop it. Cause you know Rhaenyra will curl them edges up like it ain't nobody's business.
I hate
well, one.
I'm not gonna be able to unsee it now. like rich people having horses somewhere in a special park. Right. I just feel like a dragon for Rhaenyra is just like, girl, we got dragons. Like we got goldfish. Like she would just ramble that shit out. Like I got 2 dogs.
And on top of that, as a family, you're not worried about the size of your dragon compared to Vhagar because Vhagar is still on your side. It's not until the houses divide to where you even got to think about what size dragons are on what side.
Exactly.
So I'll give them that.
Matter. And Vhagar, if everything, well, if none of this had gone down, but Daemon's wife was riding. What's her name?
Oh yeah, there would have been no contest, bitch, to their side if that wasn't the case. Because once you get the biggest, you get the baddest. Right,
because nobody knew Aemon was gonna go out there and try to get him a dragon. Nobody knew that this was his side mission.
Not a children.
He was so small too at the time. So, but anyway,
he was small and sick of y'all shit. He was sick and tired of being sick and tired.
You know how sick and tired you got to be a kid and be ready.
Yeah, because have you still not went back and watched that scene of Aemon claiming? Mm-hmm. Because he was literally staring in the face of a mountain-sized mouth, glowing red, bitch. I would have pissed my pants and fell to the ground. He had the nerve to still be like, what did he say? The hottest, Sylvester, whatever the fuck. Like, serve me.
He said something. Yeah, he was not scared.
He said those basic 2 commands. I think they do that in all of them. The hottest and Sylvester or some shit like that.
What does Lakiri mean?
Lakiri. That's what it was too.
Lakiri means calm though.
Yeah.
And then there's something else that means obey or serve.
Yeah. Calm down, obey, serve me. I think that's pretty much the gist.
Oh, I'm triggered. See, I couldn't be no fucking drag. I burn all y'all ass.
Me?
Your ass, bitch. Who are you talking?
Big Vhagar, bitch.
Y'all be like, y'all need to chill out on that. Obey and serve. Everything else, y'all tell me calm down. That's cute. So
work with me, please.
Bitch. How you say that in Valeria?
Oh my god.
But you wilding right now. Chill. Like we need those commands. Yeah. So basically, I mean, what else happened in this episode?
We get back to the whole thing with Alice and what's his name? Daemon is like, she pretty much is like trying to sun him a little bit. She gets him to admit that she needs his counsel, that he needs her counsel, and she pretty much is like, shit gonna be cool, give me 3 days and then we leave. And we actually
she did something to that old nigga.
Yeah, she apparently was going to heal him, but we know she sped that shit up. And we jump back over to Blackman and his attempt at
why you keep calling him? Because his name Darkling. You just be calling him everything.
Darkling, gotcha.
Dark related. Blackhead, black man.
2 of those is not on purpose.
Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Okay, but yes, we get back to Darkling.
Yeah, and he goes up to attempt to bond with this dragon, and we got the one and only attempt with the actual dragon keepers because they was not having it, but they still sang their little song.
They were so ready too that they cut their throat when they were getting burned, because really
no screaming either. This man was dying from dragon fire, bitch.
They serve the dragon.
Absolutely. Like they
right.
Yeah, they are like the small folks times 30. When it was like, I thought the dragons were gods, like that's literally their scripture. Like their whole, I feel like their whole being is centered around the care of dragons.
Literally, like I feel like when they were having a conversation in the next episode with Rhaenyra, I could definitely tell that for them it's like a religion. Like, oh, we're not here to serve you. We serve the dragon.
So let's really talk about it. Right. So they do that. Rhaenyra is sitting there hopeful as hell. This man goes up, and when I say Sea Smoke plays games,
Sea Smoke play all day.
Sea Smoke plays games. The way he would have boo-booed the fool, oops, psych me as well, bitch. He leaned down his neck. He said, "You see this? You see this?
Don't you want to get on?
Yeah, don't you want to get on? It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Climb on, bitch." That man got like this close, and he said, "Psych!" Oh. I was like, "Damn!" And a part of me knew this was not gonna go that way. I had hope.
We needed to see.
But
Right.
yeah, we needed to see how dangerous this situation is because everyone that, for the most part, that we've seen claim dragons, it hasn't been that
Gone well for
quote
them.
unquote dangerous. You know what I mean? Like, and that's always been the thing with dragons. Like, many people can attempt, but many people will also die.
And then
But
in the show, we just haven't really seen failed attempts, really. Have we?
we saw, I think in the first season, we might have saw
Heard
Amond. I think
not
maybe we saw,
yeah, he
yeah,
almost, but we never seen like
no,
those.
not devastation in this way.
Yeah. So
No.
I'm happy that we got to see it, even
Me
though it was clearly coming.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we got to see it.
Yeah, but that shit is crazy because, like, also the physiology of dragons, those two holes in the side of their mouth cheek things, like, and we talked about this when the juice was dripping. That was like the oil that the dragons make, and they shoot it out. And I always thought about it. I was like, they just breathing out fire. Fire don't be catching like that. But it's also the combination of that liquid.
Right. Oof, it is a painful way to go. But rest in peace to Darkwing, Duck, Milk Dud. I like them names. So yes, rest in peace to him. Because Sea Smoke, he like the black men. Sea Smoke went out
all the time.
But I love how Sea Smoke going out and finding his own writer seems to have changed Rhaenyra in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's like the next episode, but you know, we didn't get that great side story. Because the way if a dragon swooped down on my ass on the beach, I don't think my heart could have took it because I almost died riding the Harry Potter ride in Universal Studios. I don't think I could have made it.
Girl, I've had a hawk circle above me and I almost pissed my clothes.
Yeah.
Because you know when hawks start circling, they see and they pray. Bitch, ain't nothing around here but me.
Yeah. You get a couple vultures circling the area, I'm going in the house quickly. I couldn't even imagine a dragon just swooping down on the beach.
Not only swooping, but chasing you, bitch. Like he said, he ignored everybody else. But a part of me is not just like, you know, all niggas all the time. Another part of me is that he sensed the relationship between
it's Corliss, baby.
Yeah. Well, actually, I just thought about that, and now I'm completely backing out of that because didn't Corliss say, like, I feel like it was his mother's side that has the. Am I tripping? Didn't Corliss, like, one of them was pretty much hinting to the fact that it was the mother that had the spice in the blood, or am I making that up?
Adam and his brother.
Adam and his brother.
Where they got they.
Corliss is okay.
I think he said it when he was talking to her. He's like, his mom was just like she was one of the people who worked on the boats and stuff.
Heard you right, and Rhaenyra's trying to figure out who the damn daddy is too.
I know who goddamn daddy is. They black,
right?
Ain't all the black people right now who got the blood in them right now from Corliss?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Corliss birthed Lena, who birthed Baela and Rhaena. Yeah.
Who is black and tart?
Okay. I give it to you.
Oh Lord. So I mean.
Oh wait, yeah. I wasn't tripping. Both Rashawn and
he's saying his kid. He's talking about his kids he actually claimed. I think he's talking about his kids he actually claimed. They get it from Rhaena. I thought that's what you meant.
I was saying Corliss himself was saying his family, like they weren't the ones that are out here riding dragons. You see, Corliss never claimed a dragon. Yeah, so I was saying that his mother's, like, not his mother, Corliss's mother, but Adam and.
Well, that's what I was saying, but because I feel like he would be saying that because he just probably assumed all his children or his grandchildren that are dragon riders got it from Rhaena. That's what I thought. That's what I thought he just basically meant. Like he just assumed it. Like, oh, y'all get that from Rhaenys side, like not me. That's what I thought he would.
I'm right here with Petals.
So that's why I was like, they had a little bit in them.
Did you say Valorian? Come on, Valorian. Valorian suits. Yeah, I mean Valerians. Now you got me saying Valerians. You didn't, because your audio was going out a little bit in my ear, so it sounded like Valorian.
My audio couldn't in and out. It's probably because I'm too far. But go ahead.
But Yeah, the Valerians were the initial dragon riders, I'm pretty sure. And like the Targaryens, they had the ability to ride dragons, but they weren't like all that famous until Aegon came along. And then it kind of just was like, we're the royal
So are
family.
the Valerians black in the show edition?
I
Basically, they
don't
the blacks.
I don't know. I don't know. Somebody give me context on that. Is the
I know
niggas
it's
the
like I
Valerians?
know it was like big, and I know in the books it wasn't that way.
Hmm.
I think that's why it was like a lot of controversy when the show started. They had they had Corlys being black.
I like
Like
the
that was
idea of it though. We need
I
a
do like
place in this world. And if we're the Valerians, we the original dragon riders, I love that.
so yeah, I feel like in the show, I'm just like, are the Valerians black in the show? I know in the books that's not the case, but right, it's a region. But I'm just saying, as far as the show, are the Valerians black in that region? Because most of the regions have racial differences, even in the show. So I like that they made space for a black,
Something tells me they won't allow the great region of Old Valeria to be nothing but niggas. Something tells me they won't allow that. Because that Valeria had thousands, like dragons were like birds in the sky. You know what I mean? Like I don't think they would let the niggas have all that power.
They'd be like, "That's too much. That's too
Right.
much." Okay, I was just curious because I was like, the only Valerians I've seen in the show so far is Corlys and his people. So I didn't know if that was just like Corlys is a black Valerian, or if they made the choice to have the Valerians be black. That's what I just wasn't sure which one. It was. Yeah, but that's cool. Either way.
Right.
So then, yeah, Sea Smoke chased down Adam, and Adam somehow realized that he wants him to be his rider. Was Valeria south or east? I'm not sure. So they are black in the show. So the Valerians are black in the show. Okay, that's what I thought. I feel like I remember that.
What else did we get? So we got a little scene with what's his name? Oath.
Who?
The one of the dragon seeds. Was it Oath? Oath. That's what it is, not Oath. Yeah. We get a little funny scene with him, like piping up about being a dragon rider, but then downplaying at the moment he gets the opportunity to go. He's like, I'm only half Targaryen. But then we also get my favorite scene in episode 6 is when Rhaenyra was walking through Dragonstone with that nigga behind her, one of her aides, and he was talking big shit, and she turned around and she said, "Let me show you what happens when fat meets greasy." She said, "Pop!" Now, did she slap the shit out of the wrong person? Yeah, she should have been slapped the shit out of what's his name that was trying her in front of everybody and their mama. But she got it out. That dragon slipped out a little bit. She said, "It's my fault that you forgot to fear me, bitch."
And that's why I'm so happy that they seem to like take that as this is a turning point for her, kind of too. Like she's moved to action, because I feel like these last two, that episode and this episode, I've wanted to see her. Like I feel like we're getting. I just love leaving the episode just having Rhaenyra moments that I'm like, yes, like I'm just so happy to be back there. So I feel like after this point, then I feel like, okay, we back.
Yeah, I'm ready to see Rhaenyra initiate war crimes. Like just saying she wants Aemon ain't enough for me. I'm ready for her to be the strategist, being like, I need you hop on your dragons. We about to do this. I'm about to get on my dragon, do this. Like I really want to see her really lead it.
It seemed like a little puss in her bedroom got her seeing things straight again. So I'm happy for it. I don't know if they in the bedroom, but they had kissed it.
Right. I hope it's not that awkward, like they don't do nothing else with this information. Like I really want their relationship to play a part in the story. Let's not just have some
like I feel like she's kind of becoming, well, I mean, a confidant or somebody she can talk to, but I do feel like it's changing her for the better. Like it's helping her, I don't know, move different, because we definitely saw that with her even giving the lowborns a chance to be dragon riders. Like she kind of convinced her of that. So I like that.
But now my suspicions are perking up because I want to believe in Mysaria, right? I really do. But knowing the type of like the character archetype that Mysaria is, it feels like
she was sleeping with Tyrion, Shay.
Exactly.
Even
Well, a combination of Shay, Varys, and Littlefinger. I feel like she's a mixture of all of
Ooh,
them,
that's too much.
and she right. And I feel like she is smart enough to see the opportunity in breaking the status quo when it comes to the ownership of dragons. I feel
Yeah,
like she is really trying to push the idea of small folks or anybody with Targaryen blood being able to do that. So, if like in the grand scheme of things, when it comes to power, I feel like
like
that's
in the top of them.
always going to be on the top of her
When we
mind.
found out she really working for them damn Lannisters.
But I don't think she's working for them, nor do I think she's working for the side of the green. I feel like she's setting the seeds for the ability to manipulate people that do get brought in and have them on her. Like I feel like she has the ability to set the stage where it breaks away dragon ownership from the Targaryens. And I
Yeah,
really hope that's not what she's doing. But I also can't
yeah.
put it past her.
I definitely see whether or not I don't think she's planning. I don't know if she's gonna fully know the ramifications of it, but I do like to think that this kind of is like because when we first get to Game of Thrones, the Lannisters are in King's Landing, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, we see that the
The
Targaryens
Lannisters and the Baratheons.
and the Baratheons, yeah. So like the humans, just the regular old humans, basically have taken over. So I think some of this, like to me, whether she did it on purpose or not, is part of it. And they kind of said that. I mean, it's kind of we're jumping ahead a little bit, but it's what Jace was saying. Like if you just got anybody out here riding dragons, like that's kind of not gonna help the narrative. Like we're supposed to be this and we're supposed to be that. So it kind of nerfs us a little bit. And then who's to say what's gonna happen? It's like a chink in the armor. Who's to say what's gonna happen once regular people find out that it's not all this inbreeding needed. It's not all this marrying your sister and brother. And, like, I mean, so I don't know. I feel like inadvertently it leads to where we actually end up to something.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. The
Yeah, so that happens. We move forward. We see them talking, Missandria and Massaria. How we say Massaria?
Do we know?
Um,
I don't know. I'm gonna come back to this. We'll look it up at the end. I'll start. Go ahead.
her, and then we jump to Aegon and Aemon having their scene. Aemon found out that this nigga's waking up, so he goes to make sure that all loose ends are tied up. And when I tell you, just put in a mental picture about how much pain Aegon is going through. Not that I give a fuck, because I don't. Does it like give a fuck because I don't?
Need a break.
Girl, no. He brought that fully upon himself. He's R-wordist as well as a shit human being. Yeah, he has his small moments where he is relatable, I guess, but they don't do nothing for me. He can continue to sizzle, but it was not.
I'm enjoying, honestly, between him and Lars. I'm enjoying their like little stuff they have going on. I don't know. I've been enjoying now that he's not licking feet on OnlyFans and stuff. I'm enjoying the Lars things. I'm enjoying hearing him. Like, I don't know. I've come to enjoy his character. I always felt like he was smart and always like planning ahead. So I don't know. I kind of have been enjoying him in Aegon, like him talking to him and stuff. I mean, I definitely feel like it's motivated by the fact that Aemon can see through, or Aemon ain't really fucking with them like that. So I know it's still a manipulation thing.
Right.
But I have been enjoying it. If I could say you're king, Twan is king, correct.
Listen, the humble nature in me won't accept that, but thank you. I get what you're saying though. Like he has someone that's fighting for him, someone that's in his quarter with the guys of having his best interests at heart.
And I'm enjoying that. Like I do feel like it is a balanced, like Lars has improved with less creep. Like I really enjoy seeing like him. You can see him planning ahead. You can see him trying to think of next moves, and he be right on a lot of shit too. Yeah,
and even the stuff that we believe, and we'll get into that in the next episode. Even things that we believe, maybe he doesn't fully see, he does. Like he's always a step ahead. But for me, it's just like he sees that Aemon is not the one to be manipulated. He sees that he can't get a foothold with him, so I feel like he just reverts back to the one that he can control and the one that does have the most quote unquote rightful claim outside of Rhaenyra. So
right.
He's very, even though he's smart as hell, I still think it's a little bit transparent what he's doing. But hey, more power to him to get it accomplished. But yeah, so then we go from that scene of Aemon literally torturing Aegon to get him to
That
say
was
he don't
so
remember
nice.
anything.
A nice brotherly moment. It's
Oh, so
lovely.
beautiful. So beautiful. That was payback for that brothel scene. But then we see them changing the cabbage leaves. Oh, Aegon too. I forgot about that. Oh my god. Ooh, that was so bad. I hated seeing that.
What?
Because
Oh,
like
they was changing and stuff.
changing it, and that's what some I was curious. I was like, bitch, they do not be changing these cabbage leaves, but I was fully wrong. They showed them doing it in the next episode.
Right.
Yeah, and then we move on to Rhaena and the Veil. So she's pretty much like, once again, bringing about her helplessness and how she doesn't like to feel powerless. And it's just like, y'all can't be no more heavy-handed saying that this girl is gonna find a dragon. Like, you know what I mean?
So heavy-handed with her. It's really annoying.
Yeah, because I was like, y'all could leave it a little bit up to the imagination, I guess, without like her having to continuously repeat how powerless she feels. And I guess, like, yeah, I would probably be that same way in that situation. I just feel like they could have got a little bit more. They could have misdirected us a little bit. You have her giving this exposition, but on top of that, the same episode, we found out that there's a big dragon just roaming around. Where we gonna go with that?
And Mother kind of hinted at it. I don't know her name, but the lady who played Mother was like, "Yeah, there's one." I mean, they're very heavy-handed with it, but I did get my baby dragons playing with baby Targaryens. So
you did, and I will also put my foot in my mouth because I did not believe that. I mean, granted, I'm not completely wrong. When they do put these eggs in these children's cribs and stuff as they grow older, it is to help bond. But I don't. Oftentimes, they don't just hatch in the same years that the child is still a child. You know, it's like these take forever. But yeah, in that situation, he definitely hatched with the baby. So they're gonna have a pretty solid ass bond. If I can imagine how that would go.
I'd be playing Uno with my dragon. A little Monopoly.
As he burns the cards. You lay down a drop 4 bitches cinders.
I love that. I was so happy to get to see that. But yes, I'm not really invested in her right now because they're really heavy-handed with it. And anytime it's like super heavy-handed, I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Because you can see it coming. It takes the sense out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we jump from her to what? We get a scene with the brothers again. Pretty much, you know, not really anything revolutionary. Just obviously, my dreadhead King Daddy, he wants to have a recognition, the honor, and all that stuff, and his brother just does not. That's why he's shaving his head, trying to get rid of the white, which I thought was interesting. I like how they did.
I love that. First of all, like I love that they took the time. How they do this thing? Like, did he grow his hair, dyed a little bit just to shave it like that, or did I saw them
talking about it. They mixed some kind of like situation. They put some kind of solution on his head or whatever to show the hair, and it would like come off with water. So they just like had a razor or something that was not as sharp as a razor, but just wet it with water and just peeled it back. So it really did look like he was shaving.
That is so cute. I just love seeing. I like that little scene. I did want. I'm glad they showed it because I was like, how they do that? I love it. Dracarys.
Not Dracarys. That's a nigga for you. Dracarys.
He gonna be saying it at the next Uno game. I just know it. I just know it.
Wait, Dracarys. I'm so done.
Dracarys.
But yeah, and then we skip over to Alicent.
Alicent always look like she smells something bad.
I'm sick of the pity party for Alicent.
It's like, it's just his face.
I'm tired of the pity party for Alicent. Like the pity party that she throws herself. Like nobody in this show besides maybe her brother feels for her. As they should.
Where Aemon was like, "Girl, go do something else. I do not want you here."
No, that was the next episode, I believe.
I feel like
was that this one?
Yeah, she was at the meeting. He's like, "Girl, why you?"
Oh,
here?
Right. Got you.
Yeah, I don't want you here. Go away.
And that was the scene where she was.
Yeah, and then she tried to like talk. She tried to like appeal to him. I'm appeal to your better nature. Like she was trying to have that moment. He was like, "Girl, go find something to do."
She did gag me a little bit by putting to light. She was like, what did she say? Have your past indiscretions not been forgiven or some shit like that? Like she put it on Front Street. You doing all this because your brothers embarrassed you when you was a baby. And for some reason you keep dragging all that hurt over here and now it's affecting the realm.
Bitch, Aegon tried me a month ago at the brothel, bitch. I got I got fresh material to
Fresh
fuck
beef.
y'all up. Like, that's my whole thing. Like, Alistair, girl, shut up, because you been missing all the other stuff.
I mean,
like,
but she is right though, because you know that nigga got a chip on his shoulder. Even claiming Vagar didn't do all that.
Have fresh shit.
Yeah, they do.
Also, continue the chippage.
Yeah, the chippage.
Like
the chipulation.
I got fresh material. I got fresh reasons why I want to fuck these people up. And I fully intend to. He's saying more domestic things. Yeah, like, girl, rest in victim face. Yes. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure we mentioned that we had that moment where Eamon was basically like, girl, I do not need you. I do not want you here. Please go find something else to do. And she did in the next episode. So she had her lemonade moment.
Yeah, oh bitch.
Not Alistair was out
without
here
a gun to my head.
Now that you've killed me, like, I'm just like, oh
what would you say at my funeral? Bitch, it's your fault. That's what I would say. You did this to yourself.
Like, honestly, having a lemonade moment, we just needed a black and white filter. It would have been on, but yes.
Then we get to what I feel like is this the climax of the episode when Helena and Allison go to burn candles and pray for the people that they murdered or had a hand in murdering. And then all hell breaks loose because Rhaenyra then sent the fucking Instacart right over to King's Landing and gave everybody they fresh greens, they fresh produce, they naked juices, their kombucha. They got all the necessities.
Right.
And all hell broke loose, bitch. Like, wait, ain't that yeah. Ain't that why they broke out?
I don't know if that happened. I think that was the beginning of this episode, or was it the end of the episode? Was it after the kiss? Because I feel like that's what they was talking about. Because after they made out, she was like, "Oh, well, the plan is in motion" or something. And Jace was like, "Y'all bitches making out." Like, I feel like he made it then when they were like, she was like, "Oh, the plan is underway," or it's like it's done. I feel like she said it like when they was making out and they was on the balcony or whatever.
It was definitely on the balcony, but now I'm like trying to remember if that was the episode prior.
No, I don't think it had
coming up.
I think it was either like the beginning of the next one or the end of that one. But I feel
you're right. It's just the simple fact that it didn't have food.
Yeah, but they had mentioned it. I think they hadn't revealed that was the plan. I think they just kind of said like, "Oh, the plan." She was like, "It's the plan in motion." She was like, "Yeah." And I think we found out that's what it was. Got you.
But yeah, all hell break loose. Allison's like, "Sheathe your swords, bitch! That would have never came out my mouth. Sheathe the swords while they're trying to rip her head off."
They wouldn't listen to her ass, no way. I don't think Eamon would have gave a fuck, really, though.
No, to be honest. Maybe Helena, because she's a dragon rider, and that's just another force for him. So he probably would have cared about Helena, but maybe not Allison.
Right.
And said, what have you ever done for me?
Maybe Eamon could encourage her to get on a dragon. I feel like Eamon could get Helena to ride a dragon. Like, for real, ride her dragon.
I don't know. Somebody said true. Was it you that told me? Somebody online said Helena will be driving that dragon backwards.
I did not say that. But
I think I saw it online. Somebody said Helena do not need to get on the dragon. Her ass had a panic attack in a cart roaming through the streets. She ain't about to get on a dragon.
They might I would like to see how her dragon acts though, because if they're supposed to be like bonded and kind of similar to their riders, like, is her dragon gonna be a fucking space cadet?
I don't think so. We saw Dreamfire already, and he was like blowing out flames everywhere. So I don't know if he's like
that shit crazy. So how does miss?
Oh well, yeah, there you go. Probably. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like them two together would be like crazy dependable in battle, but we'll see.
Because you know how people say scissor sing in cursive. Like, I definitely feel like Helena rides in cursive. Like, I just feel like it's just gonna be like. I definitely feel like she flies in cursive, like not straight lines. He need a whooping. Y'all leave Jace alone. We gonna get to Jace. Y'all leave
Jace do need a whooping.
Jace is.
What else we got in this episode so we can get to there?
The kiss was like the main thing.
The kiss happened. Full on lesbianism. I love it. Love to see it because I was like, bitch, they don't have fragrances like that up in Westeros. I'm pretty sure. So her nose being in deep in that girl's clavicle.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't write in a kiss there, because if they was just supposed to have a lingering ass hug like that, I would have kissed her ass too.
I mean, I feel like Emma.
I just
Understand.
feel like
I'm not gonna let this
like
scene go
that.
by.
I breathing heavy. Like, bitch, don't be breathing heavy on me now. I improvise a kiss.
Listen, throw your ass on that goddamn table.
You know what? Let's add a kiss right here. It's needed. Yeah. So anyway.
But I love the fact that Rhaenyra pretty much had that, like, you ever been caught kissing somebody by like your parents or something?
Real funny.
Bitch, that her posture was just so good. She said,
bitch has to gather herself. Like that was so funny.
I literally laughed out loud when that happened because I was just like, not the high schoolness of it all.
Wiping her lip off and leaning on the table. Helena making weirwood necklace while everybody else battling.
She should. Sweet summer baby don't deserve nothing that's being brought to her.
Having visions, that's all. She gonna give people necklaces so they can see the visions. That's all. But anyway, yes. So that was the end of the episode, and definitely the dragon was the highlight for me in the kiss. But moving on.
Mm-hmm. Moving on to the next episode, baby. Where do we pick up from the next episode?
I'm like, where did we actually start? Because the only thing I can really remember from the episode is Varmathor. Like once that happened, it's
not
like
really. That was honestly the best dragon.
Oh no, we started the opening with 8 though. First of all, that shot of Rhaenyra with Syrax just opposed to Sea Smoke and Adam, like that shot was so beautiful.
Yes, 100%. And I love the fact that you can just tell, even though Sea Smoke and Adam is a fresh bond. I loved seeing Syrax move in tandem with Rhaenyra. Like it was so protective. It was so bitch, don't try it. Like I really will eat your neck out here. Do not step up on my rider. But Sea Smoke was doing the same thing for Adam, which kind of caught me off guard.
I love the dragons in this scene. Like it was something about just seeing them both. Like I don't know, I just loved it. It was everything about the scene. Like seeing both of the dragons, and like you said, this was a new bond, but you could tell that they were both like. It was a good bond though. I think.
Right. Even though, see, who you think was gonna win? And like no riders, just Sea Smoke and Syrax. Who you think pulling out the victory?
I feel like has Syrax had much experience battling or fighting?
I don't think so. I wouldn't imagine.
So I don't think Sea Smoke.
Yeah, I'm on Sea Smoke's side. Like, like we've been seeing all the memes of Syrax at the end of this episode talking shit to Vhagar. Bitch, they keep running. But you ever bring your wrinkly old ass over here again?
I am Syrax because all bitches can get it too.
Hello.
We don't respect elders over here, bitch.
No. You earn my respect. It's not given, bitch.
That's what I'm saying. The dragons were together. Yeah, I've heard Syrax and Sea Smoke were. I don't know. Some people saying the dragons don't.
Or were they? Because I could have sworn. That's the thing. I could have sworn in this universe. I know the dragons as a whole, they're asexual for the most part. They can be both genders. They switch between. Yeah. But are the dragons mated in here? Because I was seeing arguments about the Daenerys 3 dragons and their parentage, and I thought it was just from Caraxes.
Yeah, I'm reading this. They're saying no, and then it's saying some. I can't find a straight answer. They're saying Syrax may have made it with Sea Smoke. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why they would mate if they don't need to mate.
Because I thought that Daemon said he got that clutch of dragon eggs from Caraxes, but I could be wrong.
Once again, it seems very confusing. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I know the riders were married, but this I was like, I don't know if the dragons were like mates, or if they're just talking about because Rhaenyra and Laenor was together. Maybe
because I saw somebody talk about the fact that Vermithor and Silverwing were a thing.
Yeah.
And that's where the eggs came from that Ulf stepped on. That he didn't crush. He only destroyed the casing. He didn't destroy the actual eggs. People were just like, "Oh, he stepped on a dragon egg." Bitch, you know how hard dragon eggs are?
Right.
You can't just step on a dragon egg and break it.
Soft. So I don't know. That's the thing about it. I'm seeing that dragons don't have to mate to lay eggs. So because they're like both. Mm-hmm. But then people are talking about it. But I think people are just saying that maybe because I could just see if dragons are bonded to the rider, then I do feel like a rider, if the riders of the dragons are mates, then the dragons would be more like affectionate towards each other, possibly. But just like in a way, like maybe cats are like, oh, we'll be snuggling, we'll be nice to, you know what I mean? Like I can see it that way. So maybe that's what people mean. Because obviously when Vagar was on the ops, they was like, bitch, we'll fuck you up. We don't care who you was with in the past.
Right.
So I definitely feel like the dragons kind of take on the beefs of the riders. And if that's the case, then I would think it would be the same as like if they're a partnership or they're a couple. Okay. So maybe that's the only way I can see it making sense.
I could get behind that. And I do agree with this. It's just, I think Dany's dragons are from Syrax and Sea Smoke. Like Sea Smoke looks a lot like Drogon. It's not even a lot. The only differences between Syrax, besides Sea Smoke and Drogon's face, is those two horns here. Sea Smoke's is kind of curved while Drogon's is straight. Everything else, the amount of everything's the same, just a different color. So like I definitely am becoming more on the
smoke
side.
Baby, honey.
Right.
Yeah, that's Sea Smoke baby. But yes, I love that scene. It was just so cute. Hearing the dragons talk shit in the back. I wonder what they were saying. I've been enjoying the memes on TikTok of the fake conversations on that scene and the last scene. So I just love that they're giving us more dragon because I'm like, yeah, the script ain't scripting really.
They know what they want.
Yeah, so it's like seeing their personalities and more dragon at the end. Like, okay, the dragons have won me back. I love seeing their little personalities. It's so good.
But yeah, so Adam Bethany immediately over here having Rhaenyra on cloud 9. She was real suspicious at first.
What else are you going to do?
I really feel like she was about to tussle.
No, I'm saying like if I'm Adam, this dragon just ran up on me. I don't know no Valyrian. I don't know nothing about it. Like, what else would I do? I feel like I'd be like the first person to pull up on me. I'm just gonna be with them.
No, really. I mean, honestly, I would go out of my way to support Rhaenyra anyway because I'm sorry. She number one, the color scheme. I don't want to wear green. I don't want to wear green.
I mean, obviously, I think it would make sense for him to. I mean, depending on, he doesn't seem to hate Corlys as much as his older brother does. So I can see him just going on that side, just because I don't see him going opposite of Corlys' side or who Corlys' family fought, or I just can't see him just going to the opposite side. I can see his brother doing it because he hate that nigga.
You think he hate him? I don't think he hates Corlys.
The older one?
I don't think either one of them hates him. I think they just, one of them accepts where they are in their position. I feel like he still respects him.
Like Adam doesn't hate him. I feel like Adam respects him.
You talking about the Ball brother? You think he hates Corlys?
Oh yeah.
I don't think he hates him,
anything, but he definitely has a hatred for him. It's like not being a father, not acknowledging them, like they struggle.
Really,
like,
I think Adam feels that way, but neither one of them I give hate. I feel like Adam is upset that he's not being acknowledged and given the status that he probably can see himself deserving, being a son of Corlys. Mm-hmm. And for his brother, the baldhead one, I feel like his thing, he just accepts where his station is. He will follow anything Corlys tells him to do. I haven't seen him bat an eyelash at it. I don't know. It just doesn't give hate. Like it gives settling.
He has an acceptance of where they are, but I definitely feel like he don't fuck with. Like I just feel like he got smoke for Corlys, but he also like just accepts the reality of where they are. I don't think he thinks that smoke would do anything or change anything. I definitely feel like he accepts their life and the lot that they were given. Okay. But I definitely think there's a lot of smoke for Corlys under that. Like he's shaving his hair, but I guess he's just like, I don't want people to know. But I
think he just doesn't want the status and all that. And then I feel like if he did let his hair grow out, then it would be widespread. Like, oh, that's your baby. Like you can't hide from it now. You gotta find a way to legitimize me. You gotta find some way to put me on the throne as your successor. And I just feel like he's a Salton Sea. He don't want that. He want to be on the oceans and shit, following orders.
Maybe. I don't know what y'all think, Chad. Do you think let us know what you think. Also, optically, the greens are anti-bastards, so rolling with them as a new dragon rider would have an expiration date. Yeah, I wouldn't trust Aemon to kill me in my sleep. So that's probably true. Seeing how Jace responded, like you're right. That's probably true. Good point.
Anti-bastards, but
no. Aegon, the main one.
I was about to say Aegon got children in fighting pits, bitch, which is another reason why it's just Aegon. You got your children fighting to the death in pit, bitch. I'm sorry. You can't get me to feel. Put some. I need y'all to originate the cabbage leaves as rotten and then put them on his
Well, I guess Rhaenyra did him a favor then. She probably cleaned up a lot of Aegon bastards. This past episode, it's like we cleaned the streets.
None of them was old enough to.
We cleaned the streets.
His baby's still in teenage years. They 10.
She did a service to the Greens then if they don't do that. I thought Alan and Adam just wanted to be elevated and respected on their own merits. Okay. Thank you. All right, so after they had the he kneels, obviously he bends the knee to Rhaenyra, which I love that scene. And then we move on to
I'm trying to see. Girl, this thing is not cooperating with me.
He is buffering. He's clicking through the episodes so we can remember the plot points and make sure we cover everything. Is this where Allison had her lemonade scene?
So Allison does, like, she's talking to the only nigga that's ever been on her side, which is the Maester. And she's pretty much talking about how everything she did and everything she lived for was like useless, which, girl, I could have told you that.
Right.
But I mean, you got to go through it. You got to learn your own lessons. And right. And that's where she, I believe, thinks, like, comes to terms with what she wants to get away. She tells the dude, the protector, that, like, she wants to leave Red Keep. She wants to go out. I can't remember what she said she wanted to do, but she just wanted to be alone. Like, and he was the only one she allowed to come. In my brain, I'm like, this girl is about to off herself.
She definitely.
She don't want no handmaidens. Like, she don't want nobody to stop her. So I was pretty resolute that Allison was going to kill herself, and I was fine with that. I came to peace with it. I was ready to see it.
I came to peace quickly.
I was ready to see it.
Take a long time.
Yeah. But we skip from there to, and this is the part where I thought that Larys was kind of just like, nah, can't be true. So one of the dudes come up to him and he's like,
I love that scene.
Yeah, he's like, my mother heard from her barber from his cousin's girlfriend's brother's sister that's a fisherman in Volantis, and she said that Sea Smoke had a rider. Right. So he was like, Larys was like, nah, you can take that information to him if you want.
I'm not gonna, because he was kind of like, you should tell him. I'm giving you the information to pass on to Amy. He was like, bitch, I'm not finna say that.
And I feel
that, period. I feel like even if I don't know. I feel like he was just like, I'm not finna be the one to break that news to Amy, whether it's true or not. Like, even if it's true, I don't want to be the one to tell him. And if it's not true, I definitely don't want to be the one to tell him.
See, I thought that immediately as well, right? I thought that immediately, but it wasn't until later in the episode when the news actually came out and Larys's face. A part of me was like, either he already knew or he believed him when he told him originally and was like, he didn't think that he was going to tell Aemon about it. So he was like, I don't want him to know, period. Because if there's any way that I could wipe Aemon off this playing field, I want them to have the upper hand to do so. So I feel like he was really playing a game at that point. He was just like, we gonna let the cards fall where they may. But when Aemon heard dragon, dragon out there,
he was that wasn't even Sea Smoke.
Right, he thought it was Sea Smoke, but I don't know. It's just that phase.
I don't think he actually knew about Sea Smoke though. Did somebody? Did Aemon say he knew about Sea Smoke?
No, I don't think nobody told him.
So he still don't know.
Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know about Sea Smoke, but I believe that even with him not knowing about Sea Smoke, he probably would have still assumed it would be Sea Smoke versus not Silverwing, bitch.
That's why I was like, so to see Silverwing, that's what I'm like, so he still don't know about, because even when he flew over and saw that she was there with 3, Sea Smoke still wasn't even there.
Sea Smoke was on the roof.
That was Silverwing.
Oh, you're right. Silverwing. Silverwing was on the roof.
Yeah, and then Vermithor.
And then Cyrax. You're right.
So he still don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't think he does. Like, unless no, I don't think he does.
Yeah.
I just think he does have confirmation that they have more riders than what they initially did. Yeah. Because where did these other people come from? You know what I mean? There's no other highborn.
Well, you already saw. I'm like, is they gonna come back? Like, when he finds out about Sea Smoke, is it gonna be like, oh bitch, so y'all knew they was out here finding other riders and y'all tell my ass? I know you can't say, but I do feel like that shit's gonna come back to bite. He gonna be like, who all knew? Like, that might come back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah, it definitely could. I wonder though, because I'm not ready for Laris to go away.
He ain't really doing much though.
I know, but I want him to. You know, like Varys came into play in many different ways, and I'm ready for him to see what he does. But I feel like that's not going to pay off till season 3, season 4, maybe.
Because you know,
but yeah, I mean, if Laris was to go away, I would want to see him go out in a Littlefinger kind of way. Like he's been setting himself up for the fall the entire time, and 2 seasons ain't enough for me. Not with 18 episodes.
You would think my kids have no other parent, but anyway, so what I was gonna say was, I feel like when I started looking at characters and I started to guess, are they gonna die off or be killed off? I try to think of like what role they played, and is that field. And I feel like Allison is kind of a non-factor now, and that was the big thing. Laris was like her tool, and then he was also Aegon's, and Aegon's out of the game, kind of really. And then also with Harrenhal, he kind of had that thing. So I just kind of, and then the I don't know if he's king, whoever was leading Harrenhal, what was his name?
I think, it wasn't his father. His father and his brother is the one he killed. I can't remember what his duty.
But basically, whoever was over there. So you know what I'm saying? I just feel like there's nothing else. I feel like he was more first generation. Like he's out with the kind of first generation people because it's moving on. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of see him like he can die because he really ain't doing it. I don't see him having a real pivotal role like he did.
Maybe not yet. We'll see. If nothing else comes, if he dies before he does anything more, I'll be fine.
Yeah. So I can't see him having a big moment besides really fumbling or just facing all of his manipulation. And we've seen people who have played the manipulative role, it failed. So I don't know if he's going to have a fate more like a Littlefinger where it comes back and you get caught and you had that moment, or if it's going to be more like like he's definitely one of those archetypes, but I'm curious to know how it's going to end. I think it's going to end in failure for him.
A part of me is missing the old Game of Thrones, like how there were so many different storylines playing out at the same time. I feel like right now we got 3 sets, which is Dragonstone, the Red Keep, and Harrenhal. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Back then we had Jaime and Cersei storyline. We had Arya storyline. We had Sansa storyline. We had Rob storyline. We had Jon storyline. We had so many different
Daenerys,
Daenerys. Yeah. I kind of miss that. So like a part of me won't be mad if people start to disperse. You know what I mean? Like breaking away from these, because I feel like this whole
time
thing
to have all them storylines though. Really, boy, move, go. What are you doing? I'm trying to get tangled up in my cords. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just mentioning that I do miss that aspect of Game of Thrones, and
I don't think they have enough time or room to really do that. I don't think they'll execute it well. It's too rushed.
Yeah, and I don't think we're gonna make it to 8 seasons for House of Dragons.
I definitely don't. Like, are we even getting season 3? I know that was asked earlier, but like, I really
we definitely should. I feel like maybe we might get. I feel like we might get at least a season 4, potentially, maybe depending on if they stretch it to season 5. I don't know. But we get to my favorite, well, not my favorite, but one of my favorite parts of this last episode, which is Daemon meeting with Oscar, who is the same little boy that he chumped off earlier, telling him to put a pillow on his daddy's head and speed shit up. Like that. Big Oscar came in. I really thought that he was still going to be very malleable and very like bending the knee to Daemon without much contest. You know what I mean? But nope, girl, he said one thing before they went out to the public. And when he got out to the public, his bannerman, he switched that script like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he really felt like he was in service of Daemon. He was trying to give him the tea. He was like, yeah, these niggas hate you, trying to get you prepared for that, bro. Blah, blah, blah. They get outside. Oscar said, wait a minute, bitch. He mushed him in his head and said, if you want us to go along with it, huh?
Daemon don't listen.
Daemon don't.
He don't listen.
And once again, that damn childish ass, I got caught, oops, face came out again.
Exactly. Like he always be like, it's gonna go my way. I'm gonna do this and it's gonna work. And it's just like, damn, this shit don't ever work out for you, bro.
It really don't. Like I feel like his last great venture was going against those crab people single-handedly and winning. I feel like that was the last thing that just went right for him. You know what I mean?
Get a rating or something? Hold on. Or is my Twitch bugging out? I think my Twitch is bugging out. But go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, you good.
I'm glad it fixed itself. I don't know what was going on over here. I'm glad I got my alerts off. But go ahead.
But yeah, so he pretty much he comes to the realization like, I'm not gonna be able to sun this man, especially with this whole army like on the cusp of me losing it. So Oscar lays out the stipulations. He said, yeah, we're gonna forgive you, we'll march for you, but you got to kill this nigga because he was the one that did the shit. He was the one that decided to move forward in that dirty ass way. You might have told him to do it, but you still ain't tell him exactly what to do, and he took it upon himself to do it. So that was interesting, seeing Damon have to off the dude who he gave the orders to.
Hold on, you told me that.
Right.
Like, Pooh, you must not know who you're talking to. He is definitely gonna do whatever it takes.
Yeah, he whipped that sword out, bitch. No hesitation.
Yeah. According to Forbes, there will be a season 3. Okay.
As it should.
Barely. But carry on.
Yeah, we get that scene, and then we flash back to seeing Aegon with that missing ear. I feel like that was the first scene I saw.
He his daddy's son though. It's so crazy.
Like father, like son, bitch.
It's so good. Like when they was trying to walk him, I was like, he really out here looking like Viserys right now.
Yeah. It's too
actually creepy.
It's too similar. Like, cause he done healed up a little bit, but he just
like half. It's like it was Viserys had half of his face. He had that little mask on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just really like, it's kind of creepy how it's turning out to be like a lot like his dad, which is crazy.
But this was the only scene that I think I felt some form of pity for Aegon, because it was like, bitch, y'all saw this man's kneecap completely severed and it had to be popped back into place and all this other stuff, and y'all got this man trying to walk days later.
Physical therapy, you got to start sooner than later. You got to get them people walking, or they not. This is like a physical therapy thing.
That sounds insane to me.
The longer you make them lay down, they lose it. You gotta. It's just like a surgery. You got to get them up within so many hours.
But like, and then that's the thing. This man like crumbles to the ground, screaming bloody murder. Pick him back up and was like, "We're gonna try again in an hour." You got me fucked up.
You got to get up.
I don't give a damn. Y'all gonna have to bring somebody in here and force me to, because I'm literally, while I have coherency, I'm gonna be like, I'm still the king. I will have them cut your head off right now. Put your hands on me.
Listening to you. What aiming at?
What you say? What aiming at?
Yeah, ain't nobody listening. He's high on milk of the poppy. Don't listen to him.
Girl,
no, honestly, like if he is gonna recover, he does need to be moving. He does need to be trying. He can't be high all the time. And
no, I agree with that, but they pushing him a little too far.
If it hurt bad enough, he'll pass the fuck out. That's the reality of pain. If it get bad enough, he'll pass out, bitch. So if you ain't passed out, keep moving. We don't want to hear it. You're not passed out and you're still breathing. Keep it pushing.
That's why I'm in the cushy 2024, sitting in Atlanta, Georgia, in my four walls.
2024, you know how them people be cussing us out. We be like, they be like, yeah, your surgery was 2 hours ago. Get up.
I mean, yeah, to leave, bitch. You're not about to have me in here.
Bathroom.
No.
Them people be cussing. I've got cussed up and down. Bitch, you said I gotta get up.
I would be cursing too. I would be calling you everything under the sun, bitch. If I said I'm not getting up, I'm not getting up.
I got to get up. I thought I didn't have to get up till tomorrow.
The only way I'm getting up is if you kicking me out of this hospital. I'll do it then, because I can't just stay here.
It's for the best. It's for the best.
My ass. Girl, my ass.
You talking about my ass? Okay.
And I get why though. Like, he's like, I feel like Larys knows that, bitch, your time is limited. The more coherent you get, the less time on this earth you got when it comes to
not playing with your ass.
Right. So I get why. It's just a simple actually doing it. So Jump over, we get another predictable scene from Raina. She ran off searching for this dragon. Girl, she's gonna find this dragon. We just gotta see how it
That
happened.
scene was so like, girl, what is this?
And I'm like, girl, weren't you charged with watching my babies? Bitch, not you frolicking.
But I didn't like how they just like, we're gonna walk her to the gate and look at her as she goes off to find her. I was just like, girl, what is this?
Yeah.
And then the dragon flew over. I was just like, this is so heavy-handed. I don't know why. It's just not eating for me. But I hope her moment of taming him is great. Like, give me the feel I had when Aemon was on Vagar, and I'll ride with it. But yeah, it's not giving right now. But hopefully they'll recover with her like taming this wild dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, then we jump over to Jace being racist.
Y'all so triggered. Oh my
This
God.
nigga said you can't let these mongrels ride dragons, those dark-skinned bitches. You can't let them dread-headed handsome niggas ride dragons. What that mean for me? Like, what that mean for
about
me?
all the Wahites in there with their Wahite and off Wahite hair. Somebody, so you just got these niggas here. Even the people who started the dragons was like, oh, you really have lost it, bitch.
Now,
But no, Jason was triggered when he saw Adam though.
oh, he was very much so triggered.
He
But
was
I
like,
think let me stop, because in the defense of Jace, even though my first reaction, I was like, they just saw Adam come in. Now he talking about mongrels. He talking about black folks. But as I like watched it again, I feel like Jace is definitely talking about just the dusty small folks in general. He's not talking about black folks.
Dusty's out here on dragons.
Yeah.
I just feel like it was the lack of white hair and maybe whiteness. We're just gonna say it was the lack of white hair for him.
I think it because like he made his position clear, right? He's a bastard. To him, it's undeniable that he's of her lineage because he has the ability to ride a dragon. Once you give that ability to anybody that's just a common small folk off the street, that means he has the ability to also be just some plebeian. You know what I mean? So I get why he's upset, but I don't understand, because you should have thought about this when you brought up this is your idea to get people.
He said for the highborns. He didn't say the dusty poors.
But are all bastards highborn, bitch? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could have had some type of forethought.
He wanted the highborn bastards who had loyalty to the houses. He didn't want just any bastards. That's what he was saying. Because they not in the culture. They're not in the culture. They don't have no loyalty to us and all that. They just poor people.
They don't know High Valyrian.
They're gonna do whatever they need to do to survive, and you can't trust people like that. And he's not wrong. Like,
no, he's not. He's not. He is not. He is not. But what is the alternative, Jace? You brought this golden idea to me that has other implications. It can go in other directions if one don't work. Really. But honestly, like, what do you expect? Like what they keep saying, they love this phrase. What would you have me do? Like, they love saying that in this show.
Take your motherfucking house cat out there, bitch, and do something.
Okay, Bree, you really gonna take Cyrex out there to fight Vagar and potentially Dreamfire too? No, that's not gonna work.
I mean, but honestly, if we get some new dragon riders who don't even know Valyrian, I mean, what? I mean, how hard is it to? I don't know this. I'm asking the question. Like, what does it take to be like battery? Like, do they need some time to train? We got to run drills. Like,
well, yeah, nothing beats experience. But I feel like as long as you can get on a dragon and vaguely, we saw Aegon, right, or just saying English ass words apparently, because Aegon can pilot
like
Sunfire.
Really do not speak English. Vermithor is not fucking English.
Right, you're right. Bitch, where's that Valyrian, bitch? So, but yeah, Sunfire loved some Aegon, so I can see him being easy to maneuver. But yeah, I agree with that. The older dragons, bitch, you gonna have to come out here with the Valyrian. But Silverwing is pretty fucking old, and he what's his name? Ulf was able to successfully pilot him over King's Land and all that shit. So
joyride, that was so cute.
That was seeing him like, bitch, I would have pulled up on my friends immediately.
Like, I got a dragon. I mean, who wouldn't do that? It's actually wild that that's not the first thing you would do. But King's Landing though,
yeah,
he must not have been driving a dragon. Was Silverwing more so driving than him? I feel like he wasn't saying what people gonna do.
I don't know. A part of me wants to believe that was a plan to go over King's Landing, create that hubbub, and then have him come like fly directly into that situation.
I guess because Rhaenyra was already on the shore, so
Hello?
I guess she was like, "Go over there,
Show your face.
not spin
Introduce
the block,
yourself.
spin the block."
Spin the
But
block.
we started the show talking about spinning the block, and here we have it: spin the block, Silver.
This is the spin the block that I do support.
to approve of,
Right.
spinning the block. Yeah,
Because
I mean,
it worked. They got that nigga riled up.
yeah, I love that scene though. I don't know. I'm just appreciating them showing us Aemon being like, "Get my horse, ride the horse." Vagar waking up like, "Damn, like it's loud. What do you want?" And then them going and him trying to, But that's at the end of the episode. But first,
That is, yeah.
we have
Allison and her lemonade moment.
yes.
Which, I mean, I don't got much to say about this. I thought she was going to kill herself. She didn't. I think the inside the episode, it was like she came to a new purpose or a new sense, like she knows what she's apparently doing now. So I guess we'll see what that.
Got baptized, honey. She's saved now.
But like, what realization did you come to? Like, what could you possibly do? What can you do at all in this moment? What is wet?
Water is wet. That's all I feel like we getting from Allison. Like, girl, I wish she would have just died, honestly.
I'm telling you, I was ready for it. I would like to see it.
We don't need nothing else from her. She's done. He said, I would like to see it. Me and my husband about to pop out and show niggas. Yeah, Silverwing I just loved it. Okay, so we had Lemonade with Allison. She got
baptized. We did have that moment with the Rhaenyra that we mentioned earlier, Missandra. That was like whatever her name is, Missaria. Like, it's okay to have bastards, right? Let's break the status quo, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So then we have them all meet up, all the dragon seeds, and Rhaenyra walks amongst them and gives a badass, like, I don't know, I felt like it was slightly underneath Edwin's speech to the other scout regiment in Attack on Titan. Like, something to galvanize you a little bit.
Good speech. It was a good speech.
It was.
All it pours. Your life sucks. What else do you have to live for?
I don't know if it was all that, girl.
Okay, Chad.
It was a lot more. It was a lot more in like motivational. Okay, it was I
got from it. Y'all are pours.
Like, what else? Y'all are gonna die. A lot of you are going to die. But if you come out on top, bitch, you want to be on top, right? Like everything. Like, we will set this place off right. Like, we'll try to do no bloodshed, but we will have the dragons to really give Team Green pause, because if Team Green decided to attack with their dragons any moment before this episode, it would have been up.
Right.
Between Melee's dying and this episode, it would have been up if they would have came. So Aemon came a little too late. But yeah, she gave that little speech. She walked their ass to the dragon pit.
Ooh, the way it was giving Jurassic Park, bitch. When that T-Rex came out, it was some of Westeros next top dragon rider. Some of you will not make it, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. That was
pretty much.
That's so out of pocket.
This is pretty much the bulk of the episode, and we really gonna get into this because I don't know, there was just a lot of stuff happening here that I really either enjoyed or like noticed and was like, damn, that says a lot about where their mental space is right now as far as this war.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so they get down there, she give her speech, she summons Vagar, which was just such a good fucking scene. Vermithor. It was such a good scene. Like, just seeing Emma, like, I don't know, it's just like it almost felt like she was like still battling with the fact that this is a big ass fucking dragon that we do not have a rider for. He's still wild. He could eat my ass, but at the same time, she still has to. The dragon riders are gone. The dragon rider said, "Bitch, you trying this crazy shit with all these fucking
the tamers,
mongrels."
The tamers. Because they were like, we serve the dragons, and basically they were kind of on Jay's side. Like, you got these lowborns.
Yeah, these aren't dragon lords.
Dragons, yeah.
So she has to do it. She has to summon himself. She has to keep him calm herself. And I just love that she was tasked with doing that. Like, she decided to do that, which was very successful. Her calming down Vermithor, putting that hand on there and giving that little side smirk, that Caraxes smile. I mean, the Cyrax smile.
And I just love that because it's like such a cat thing. Because you know, if you slow blink at a cat and they slow blink back at you, y'all good.
I don't know.
Like if a cat's spazzing out, you slow blink at them, and then they like chill out, and then you like wait for them to slow blink back to you, and then you're like, okay, we good. So I love that they actually did like a cat thing. That was amazing. I was like, oh my god, he's a huge cat. I want him now. He's fluffy. Not really, but
Right.
you know, it was really sweet. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that happened. She got him to calm down, and bitch, when I say they all ran out of that room.
Yeah, the way she left, and they was like, hold on, you leaving though?
But with the quickness.
Yeah.
She said, I got him to calm down now, but I don't know how long this shit gonna hold.
Good luck. And she just left with the other dragon riders, with the old girl and Adam, and they just left and went to. I thought they was leaving. Not we went to the box seats.
Yeah, I mean, she got to see it through. Got to see it through.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to have literally like almost box seats. Like that was crazy. Club level. Like that was actually crazy. I thought they was gonna stay kind of in the back to watch it, but yeah, that was woo. And then why they had Quasimodo ass up there first?
Hunchback of Notre Dame. Apparently he's somebody in the books. I don't know.
Is he?
I don't know.
Who's his daddy?
Girl, I have no idea.
Is it Viserys? Because I'm like, how old was somebody? They had to be Viserys bastards or Daemons.
Well, I don't think they had to be them.
Or some of them the same age as them? I guess some of them the same age.
So yeah.
Daddy bastards.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay.
Jacaerys.
Jacaerys.
Girl, Jacaerys, I don't know. The one before him.
Yeah, okay. So the way she dipped, that's all I got. I ain't got no more. She was tired. She's like, I'm tired. This all I got. Good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yeah, but Vhagar wasn't gonna. I mean, Vermithor wasn't gonna play them games. Vermithor said, "Bitch, I'm not gonna pretend like you can get on me." No, bitch, he lit everybody up.
Well, did he give him a good once over first, or did he light the guy on fire first? And
no, he did. He was sniffing the crowd. He actually went over Hugh, and like you could see him look down at Hugh and was like, "I'm gonna come back to you."
Yeah, like you cute or whatever.
I see that scruff.
Right.
Yeah, he picked over, just made sure he ain't see no other potentials. And once he made his decision, he pulled back and lit their ass up, which was just everything about this scene.
I wanted to see dragons eating people. So
yeah.
I was
like chicken nuggets. Like flipping them up in the air.
I was so happy. I loved it. I wanted to see
that. It was everything. My favorite though, out of everything, honestly, is the sound.
Yes, I like the sound he makes before he. I feel like every dragon doesn't make that sound before they.
That like zoo.
Yes, the sound effects was E. The sound effects were great, and the sound he makes before he blows the fire. I don't know what the sound effect was, but I've never heard that with the other dragons. So that was very unique to him.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Everything like.
It was
and then just
Jurassic Park. Like I felt like I was watching Jurassic Park almost. Like I was so sucked into that moment. I almost would have forgot I was watching a Game of Thrones show or offshoot. Like it really felt like I was watching like a Jurassic Park or just like a big ass. And then it made me realize, like, bitch, that's what I want. Actually, like I actually want. We need a like Jurassic Park. Just all dragons, bitch. Like I just want to see whatever. I just want more of this. Like
that's why we need to get an old Valyria spinoff. We need to see the actual doom of Valyria, what leads up to it, because granted, that's gonna be a lot of money, girl.
Yeah, you know the dragons eat budget.
A lot of money. Like they're gonna have to figure out some new technology to make that cheaper, because if they do old Valyria, it's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Because the dragons are gonna be like cats and dogs, bitch. Everybody got one. But yeah, he does his best to chew up everybody in sight.
But first, before we go, Emma's high Valerian. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so good. I love the way she speaks it. I don't think we've ever heard her speak it before this, and I've been playing her speaking Valerian.
As not as much older Rhaenyra, but younger Rhaenyra did a lot. Like
she did a lot. Yeah, they had a whole. Her and Daemon would speak it almost exclusively because it was like their own thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think we've ever heard adults Rhaenyra speak it.
We have heard her speak it, but just not so much because she was speaking it. Wasn't she speaking with Daemon in High Valyrian?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to piece it back.
Maybe this just felt more like grand. I don't know. She put the high in High Valyrian this episode. It's beautiful. It was beautiful. I love the way she speaks. But yes, so that whole scene with them running and then Hugh yelling at Vermithor, and basically he was like, "Okay, you can match my energy. Somebody gonna match my
somebody
freak."
Gonna match my freak.
Right? It's like
They're gonna match my.
Yes, so I love that. It's great. I actually do. I know that's like budget, but I do want to see sometimes the new rider actually climb on and mount the dragon. Just a few more seconds of, because it's like the dragons will lean down, and obviously I'm assuming they climb up and they get on their back. I just want to see that. That's it. That's the only thing that would have, because sometimes it always just like, okay, I'm chilling, they looking at each other, and then it cuts. So I just want to kind of see, because just for me as a regular person, like trying to understand taming a dragon or bonding with a dragon and then riding a dragon, that's the content I really want to see. I
think the only person we've seen Aemon do it twice, as a kid and as an adult. Both, like I think as an adult he had a ladder, and as a kid he was climbing up Vagar's braids.
Yeah, exactly. So I just kind of want to see these newbies do it, and like, just if we was gonna get that little silver wing flight, just seeing him get on and just take off, because I just want to see that scream that first time they take off.
It definitely wasn't Daenerys, because Drogon was like, put that wing out there, lifted her ass up on it. Like Drogon was giving her the supreme treatment, even though she didn't have a saddle.
Yeah, he was. So I do want to see that. That's my only gripe, but everything else, I just love that whole Vermithor scene. And then we got Silverwing. Oh
wait, but the last thing about the Vermithor scene, I loved from the moment I think he was like behind a rock or something with old chick. I love from that moment up until the end, it was just one solid shot. Like it was just like them just moving the camera versus cuts, and I just can't imagine.
It's so scary.
Like these people are doing their big one because there ain't no dragons in the room.
It just felt terrifying.
Yeah, they really embodied that scene.
Yeah, it really gave the scale. I always like those moments where we get the scale of how we would feel to be next to one of these dragons, and I just love that, because when he first came out of the darkness, I was already like, y'all playing, because I would have left. But then, like, when he starts setting things ablaze and you can actually see the bottom of the pit and like see him walking, like that was just terrifying.
Oh, how did you feel about Rhaenyra not letting him run?
Yeah, we here now, so
I was a little shook. I was shocked.
It was a little bit surprising that I thought, like, I felt like she would give them an option, like, if you don't want to do this, now's your chance to leave. But I guess that chance was when they were in the room.
Right. She said, this is your last.
I thought she was going to give them one more last chance to leave if they were feeling it. Because it's one thing to be like, yeah, I'm gonna try to ride a dragon. But when that head came out of the darkness, I would have been like, I'm having second thoughts. So I'm surprised she didn't give him one more chance to leave, actually.
Yeah. She said, bitch, we are here. I know one thing. If I'm a sacrifice y'all hoes, we coming out of here with one.
Also, that makes sense though, because if they didn't do it with her and now they knew that it was a possibility they could ride a dragon, they could go to the Greens. Technically. Like, maybe they don't have dragons, they don't have a rider, but I'm just saying, like, you can't let these small folk out with the knowledge that they can now potentially ride a dragon.
Oh yeah, I guess.
And then they're not on your team. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
To some degree. It's like, y'all either come out of here with a dragon or you don't at all. Now she should have said that, but then they probably wouldn't have stayed.
I mean, listen, I support Rhaenyra. Somebody's getting chose. And if I don't see that, like she said, I'm gonna wait to the last very moment. And it paid off because she saw them at the very bottom having their little moment. And then we jump over to Ulf skedaddling into the caves. Where was he going?
He said he was trying to get out of the cave. He was looking for light. I don't think he thought I mean, there's just nothing in me that would think running deeper into a dragon pit would be the best option for me.
Right.
But I guess if they weren't gonna let you out the one way, I guess he figured there must be another way out. But I just couldn't imagine myself being like, man, let me go deeper into the dragon pit.
Right. I mean, some people did get out. Like that scene where he was like squaring up with Vermithor, you could see people running underneath like the little entrance of where the platform was. So there was some people that got away. Like I want to say at least 2 or 3. I saw them.
Did they run out of the pit though, or
no? They ran the entrance like at the bottom of the platform where Vermithor came up to. There's a entrance at the bottom of that.
Oh, they ran into that.
They ran into that as well as the girl that he protected. So there was some people that got away with their life. I guess I don't know what's gonna happen with them in the next episode, but and then we go over to Off, like we said, and he's bumbling. I like that it kept his more comedic.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Okay. Silverwing's so chill.
Silverwing is beautiful. And I love the design of Silverwing too.
Yeah, decent size too. I would rock with Silverwing. That's what I need. I don't want the dramatics. I just couldn't do it. That's how I need a dragon to pick me. Just like
right, nudging me.
Yeah, just like, oh, you're so pitiful. Come on, like I just need it. That's all I got the heart to take for me. So yeah, I think that was good.
To give an idea of Silverwing's temperament, Silverwing was the dragon of Queen Alysanne, who I think is Jacaerys or the last king's wife, I believe. And they say that she was very like regal-esque, and the dragon took after her. So like it's a very like queen energy with that dragon. Like she's real. She doesn't give the same energy Vermithor gives.
No, because Vermithor definitely seems to have an ego.
Yeah.
She's more chill, but was it giving queen? I guess she was just kind of like, this is too much. Come on, darling. Let's go.
Well, it looks like the way her horns go, it's almost like a full crown almost.
I didn't notice that, yeah. So yeah, she just kind of was like, let's go. So I love it. That was good. That was a good different one. So yeah. And I don't even think she was really intending to bond Silverwing in this moment. Rhaenyra. Or was that even like something?
Eventually, probably like after this round, then she would probably bring out, because she said first we're doing Vermithor, I think. And so she definitely had a plan to eventually bring out Silverwing, but that bitch got a 2-piece combo without even trying.
Yeah, I was like, that's lucky.
Yeah, big time. Big time. The timing of it all just worked out for her so well. Like coming up with this plan.
The point of them exposing it so soon, though. I feel like it would have been better kept a sneak. Like because you're saying like after Silverwing was claimed, they spun the block around King's Landing. You think Rhaenyra did that on purpose to try to? Was she hoping that Daemon would just run up on them and then they would attack? Do you think in that moment she was ready to fight Aemon in that moment?
I don't think so. And
turned around. It seemed like, because they was just there waiting.
That is true. Now, the more I think about it, it could be that they just took off and that she was waiting like she was with Rhaenys, just waiting for a sign of him to return. So that just popped in my head now. I wasn't thinking at the beginning of the show, but I am thinking of that now. Maybe she was just waiting and she saw Vhagar following and was like, run up, get done up.
Because maybe, that makes more sense of her expression. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, did she send him there on purpose? Did he just kind of just go crazy on a joyride with Silverwing and went to King's Landing? Because also if the dragon was the queen's dragon, maybe the dragon just is familiar with King's Landing too. Yeah. Like I feel like maybe Silverwing just like, let me go to my old stomping grounds. Like I ain't been here in a minute. You know, like I kind of thought that that's what happened. Like Silverwing was just like, yeah, let me go see the old place. And then I don't think Rhaenyra knew that they went to King. Surely she would know they were coming from the direction of King's Landing.
Right.
But then she saw Aemon behind them. So I kind of feel like it was more of a joyride thing.
Yeah. I would like to imagine that she was like, okay, I'm going to send you a message.
Because it don't seem like she would send a brand new dragon rider that she just got to King's Landing knowing Aemon as.
Right. That is
don't
true.
seem like she would do that.
Yeah. And the idea of sending a messenger when you could have a ridiculous surprise attack, that does kind of feel a little misguided.
That's what, because I was like, damn, he fucked up the whole secrecy of the
plan.
That's what I think about, like, damn, you went on a joyride to fucking King's Landing or all places. Like, you really just blew the spot.
Right. I mean, but that would have been the perfect time to go ahead and take care of Vhagar right in there.
Yeah, that's why I was at first. And then I started thinking, well, maybe she did it on purpose to try to lure Aemon out. because they was all just waiting. But like you
Right.
said, maybe it was just let's just make sure he come back, just in case. So I'm not sure.
But yeah, I loved seeing that fear on that little boy's face when
Ooh,
he pulled up, thinking
Turner,
he
I
was
like
that
how he
nigga.
had to turn her like she was a real big, vehicle. He really had to put his whole energy into it.
Right. Because when you really think about it, that ain't even a gnat on. That's not even a gnat on Vagar. You pulling
Yeah.
at a rein, he can't feel that.
Vagar is like, and Vagar is liable to do whatever she wants because she
Right.
Because that's kind of what happened with his nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Vagar was like, y'all see y'all little kids be playing too much, and that's why you finna get fucked up. So
His
I know.
cousin.
No, it's his nephew.
His nephew.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because they're sister brother. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I feel like I think sometimes I love to see that though when he's kind of like telling Vagar what to do, but he also knows Vagar got that side where she be like, I'm just gonna do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So he
couldn't let them get no closer. Vagar would have been like, "What you mean? They calling me bitches and hoes. You expect me to turn around?"
He said, "Come on, not today." He interrupted her nap on Sabu. I haven't watched the season where it's yet. Dragon. New people have claimed dragons. That's what the story is. And the season finale comes out tonight in like another 2 hours. Under 2 hours. So I'm excited to see it. But yeah, I did like seeing Aemon still kind of not sure that Vagar was gonna listen to him and how he see that far, because I definitely couldn't see shit.
I went back and watched. I was like, bitch, where are these dragons you see? But I mean, in like
he got
Vermithor, he got one eye. Right. I mean, Vermithor is like right behind Vagar in size, so maybe we just didn't get the right angle. I guess, bitch, we could see the whole island. I was like, where is these dragons?
So I was like, it don't work like that in real life, right? Like if I'm nearsighted and I'm watching TV, I should be able to see far, right? I just want to make sure. I had to check. I was like, but I'm nearsighted where it's the TV, so I should be able to see
so
far.
the TV is close.
I should be able to see far.
I've never heard that before. You stupid. That's something to think about. That's the thought I would have on shrooms.
I'm like, really? My glasses. That's why I want to ask you. I was like, could you see anything? Because I thought maybe.
No, I couldn't until they showed up like in the close up. I was like, yeah, what's going on here? I mean, but
Vagar, because she big as fuck.
I was about to say Vagar can sneak up on bitches, so
Vagar do not be sneaking up on people.
Back to back.
Just pop up. She pop out and show niggas. I don't really think she sneak up on people.
I'm just like, y'all gotta like. I listen. This gonna be. I love ratings down to the ground, to the sediment. But girl, you could have flew a lot higher than that. You would have been able to see Vagar big ass high behind that castle wall.
She might be nearsighted. It was a perspective trick because she was like on the cliffs.
Too low.
She was on the cliffs and yeah, she was flying low.
Which I just don't get.
She's too big. She ain't stealthy. She hides. It's a difference between hiding and being stealthy. Mm-hmm. If somebody's distracted, okay, I be playing Overwatch. If somebody's mid fight and you go duck off, they ain't gonna notice because they're mid fight. So he goes to hide mid fight. When she turned around and left to go home, he dipped off.
Gotcha.
So she had her back turned. So he just hid.
I still think it was dumb though to be flying that low. Period. Point blank, girl.
Yeah, I mean it was definitely dumb to fly that low. Yeah, I mean the dragon the size of a moon go missing me.
Hello. That's what I'm saying.
Because Radies was going home, her back was completely turned, and for a time.
Twice.
So I mean, it's to me only because she turned her back to go the opposite direction before she turned around. I can like let it go. If she hadn't had that like turn her back, like going the opposite wave moment, and you just want me to say she did that, I wouldn't believe it. But I feel like her facing the complete opposite direction.
I'm just tired of him pulling off this same maneuver. It can't happen the third time, bitch. If he find a way to get Caraxie's neck, I'm gonna be over it.
Nobody in this show has fly armor. Y'all just hating on Aemon. Stay mad. So I'm very excited for the season finale. We started off slow and tough and boring, but they have picked up. I hope we have more dragons.
For you.
For me. I want to see more dragons eating people. I definitely want to see, like, I want more Jurassic Park moments.
Yeah. I really cannot wait until we're really into the thick of it with all these dragons. Like I need
to see Damon at least leave. Can we get like, y'all remember on what was that, Lost World? What was the Jurassic Park movie where it ended with the pterodactyls flying off the island and they was going to the city? I need to see that with Damon. I need to see him leaving Harrenhal.
So that's your prediction for what's your prediction for the finale?
Yeah, I need to see Damon leaving Harrenhal. I don't know what I want to see with the Dragon Seas. I guess we're gonna see old girl tame sheep stealer. I'm assuming we're gonna get that, which is fine. But I hope that's a good scene. I hope that's really. I want that to be like as good as taming Vagar was.
Right. Don't just walk up on it and then cut to you flying to Dragonstone.
Anyway, before we close out, Corliss irritated the fuck out of me this episode. That's all I want to say.
With that well done. That did annoy me too. I forgot about that. Like, nigga, but I hate that really did something for Adam, because for me, it would have been like, nigga, that's all you got to say?
Stand up, bitch.
So now that I become a dragon rider, not only do you really got nothing for me, but all you give me is a well done.
Bitch, nigga, I didn't even need that from you.
Now, after this episode, if you said Adam hated this nigga, if he responded differently, I would have agreed with you. But it's like that really still did something for him.
I'm sorry. I was just maybe using the wrong name. Like, no, I feel like Adam doesn't hate Corliss. Not Adam. That's the Dragon Rider, right?
Oh, right.
Gotcha. I think it's his brother. I was saying
talking about the bald head.
No, Adam definitely is like,
see me.
Yeah, I definitely get that from him. So no, I expected no other reaction from him. It just irritated me because Corliss, like, first of all, y'all sitting here really trying to figure out who this black ass Dragon Rider's daddy is, and it's really irritating the fuck out
right in front of you.
Like, and this nigga is chocolate too. Like, this, he ain't even light skinned like the other ones. Like, y'all really playing in my fucking face right now. I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, they really put a lot into the hair color, girl. They really put a lot into the hair color, because this nigga got regular dreads, while this other nigga got white dreads. Chocolate.
Who's his daddy? Well, he damn sure ain't mixed. Let's start there. Y'all know what mixed babies look like. He's not mixed.
But also, they're probably like, no, he would never do that to Rhaenys.
Somebody, I just love the Twitter lord that they're like, Meg Thee Stallion is Adam's mom. It was a conversation they was having about. It was a meme where they was like talking about how, you know, she seduced Corliss, and they were like, yeah, so we just gonna pretend Meg Thee Stallion's mom. But yeah, that was irritating to me because I hate that whole I don't see color thing. I'm like, sometimes you got to see color, bitch.
Yeah.
This is a chocolate ass black man in front of you.
Right. Working under this nigga specifically.
He working and shit. Like, it's like, who is his dad? I just can't figure out who it is. Like, oh my god, girl, bitch, you know it ain't Laenor. Like,
we all know it ain't Laenor,
and he's not even old enough to be.
And so I did go back a little bit. There's no confirmation that Laenor is dead. There's no confirmation that Laenor is not out here at Pride right now. So
that's what I like to believe.
I'm just wondering if they're rewriting the Dragon Bonds type of situation.
Yeah, it seems like they just are. I guess they just like Sea Smoke got tired of waiting, so went to find somebody.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'm here for the rage. And Twan saw the leaks. Or I guess you saw some of the leaks.
Right? I saw an episode, but it was not the full runtime. So I feel like they like purposely chopped out scenes from it. So I did see a good. I'm just going to assume I saw 75% of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I couldn't help myself.
I will be watching it tonight. I'm very excited. So next Sunday we will be talking about the season finale. I guess it's just so hard because it doesn't come out before the show's over, and we have to wait a whole week to talk about it. It's just so hard to not talk about it for a week. So we'll see what happens.
And I'll be gone in Texas from Tuesday to Saturday.
Yeah, so we can't really do it any earlier. So we'll be back next Sunday to talk about the season finale. Anything else? And then I know after that, the next content is definitely we're supposed to be doing Interview the Vampire content. I know we're supposed to be doing a watch through of the movie and Queen of the Damned in preparation for season 3, and then we also have to do the Vampies. So we definitely have at least 3 shows of Interview with the Vampire content coming.
And we got to watch those interviews too.
And we do have to watch the interview. So 4 coming. So I'm trying, low key, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm really trying to wait till after the 31st to do it if I can, because I can't get monetized after then because I got in trouble almost 3 months ago. So I'm really trying to wait till I get monetized because I want to get my coins from the watch hours. That's really the tea. So
we love
I
a
don't
transparent queen.
right. So if something else comes up between now and then that we haven't thought about, like some kind of anime or something, we may jump into that. But if not, we'll be doing some IWTV content after Hot D. But that's about it.
Right.
So it's been 2 hours. It's been real. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us in the chats. And we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Rainey's my favorite character. Greg.
Did he ask that? Oh. Yeah. Amen. Bye.